Hey, gun people, updating on this Uvalde thing. For those waiting for Tatum to contact me, he hasn't contacted me yet, or his assistant hasn't contacted me. Remember, he contacted me twice. I'll slide in a couple of times where he contacted me, but I know a lot of people want to hear me and him debate, and I really would like to debate him on this issue, because I'm not saying he's a bad guy or he's mean or he's conspiracy or he's trying to, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of harsh comments on him, and maybe it's deserved. I don't watch him enough to know. But he's reached me twice and said he wanted to come on live. And the first time he said he forgot. And the second time I haven't heard from him yet. So we'll see if he shows up. But if he doesn't, I mean, whatever. Here we go. Update on Uvalde case. And the reason why I'm bringing him up is because we're on totally different ends on evaluating what the information we're getting and how we're perceiving it. He's perceiving that the cops did a great job. The chief was a hero. All the cops did great. And I'm perceiving it the total opposite, that they were cowards. There's no excuse for their failure. And that's why we're on separate ends. That's why I think it would be a good debate. But anyway, it looks like Inside Edition got some good inside information. Unfortunately, they're only pushing the anti-gun agenda, and they're not giving good information that would really help me understand it better, because the government isn't giving anything. And now the news media that can get inside information, they kind of withhold it and only give the stuff that helps their opinion. Here we go.
The crazed shooter who carried out the elementary school massacre. And it's also where he shot his first victim, his own grandmother. She is in stable condition today.
Okay, so grandma was shot in the house. They didn't show his room. I'd really like to see the guy's room, what he had on the wall, what posters, what music, video games. Was there ammo laying around? Was there gun magazines? I mean, that would have been great. Of course, they don't show that.
There's blood all over.
There's blood all over. I don't know whose room this is. This doesn't look like his room, but they're showing this room.
Oh my gosh, it's all the way up here.
The killer's grandfather showed reporter Allie Bradley the disturbing scene.
There was a pool of blood here.
Really?
We are now seeing the killer's...
See, they're in the house and they have all this footage, and that's what they show. Nothing that shows his room, what could have predicted this, what did the grandparents know, how did he keep his room, were there camo clothes everywhere, were there dead animals on the wall? I mean, nothing about his room, because all they want to do is make this about the mean gun.
Last selfie and his chilling final message. I'ma go shoot up at
Okay, so we did have this earlier. This isn't nothing
elementary
new.
school right now. Salvador Ramos sent the warning to a
I just got to point out, I really like that dress. That's a cute little dress. Anyway.
15-year-old German girl who goes by the screen name Cici. He met her just 2 weeks ago on a little-known social network app for teens based in France called Yubo.
Yubo, never heard of it, didn't know. I knew he contacted a girl through that was in a different country. I didn't know how. So this is new to me.
Referring to his grandmother, he wrote, "I'ma do something to her right now. She's on the phone with AT&T about my phone. It's annoying." 6 minutes later, he messaged, "I just shot my grandma in the head."
So the fact that now I know kids are in the texting age, but I mean, think about this. He gets a gun, and we still don't know whether he shot her with a pistol or a rifle. We don't even know. Still don't know how he got the pistol, because he's not 21. The media and the cops have just glazed over. He bought 2 long guns legally. We need to change the laws to where you can't buy. Well, how did he buy the pistol? He's not 21. He's not able to get a pistol. Where did he get the pistol, and how did it come from? Nobody's covering it.
The German girl is speaking out today, telling the New York Times, "Maybe I could have changed the outcome.
So they're going to make the poor girl the victim. She didn't know. It wasn't her fault. She feels bad. She's a good person. Typical left wing. Women are always right. Men are always wrong. The mean gun. The open border is good. And everybody that comes across comes here and is successful. Same bullshit.
I just could never guess that he'd actually do this." Ramos worked at the drive-thru window of this Wendy's and told coworkers he was saving to buy guns. He was rude, creepy, and scruffy, says a former coworker. He bought a top-of-the-line version of the AR-15 as seen in these.
He bought not 2, a top of the line. Not only do they say he bought it, and of course they show, and I'm sure they're talking about the Daniel Defense gun, which can be anywhere from $19 to $26 or $3,000, depending on what you get on it and how it's equipped.
YouTube videos. Ramos legally purchased it online. The receipt shows he paid $2,020.
So he purchased it online, which means he had to use a credit card, right? He had to give him money. Whose credit card? An 18-year-old doesn't have a credit card. How did he purchase it online? We're not being told that. I'm going to try to go back here and see. And again, I don't even know if this is the real receipt or not. So, $18.70. Shipping and handling, $0. You got free shipping. That's pretty good. Tax is $154. $2,000. We're trying to improve to better serve you in the future. Would you mind taking a short survey? 1-866-555 guns. Daniel Defense. Something way. I can't make that out. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Something way. Get financing, $92 a month. Yeah. All right. So at least they got, oh, it's a black gun. Man, those guns, it's kind of racist, but those guns are more dangerous, I think.
Purchased it online. The receipt shows he paid $2,024.20.
Now, just because he purchased it online, there'll be the left wing saying, oh my God, he can buy a gun online. He purchased it online. That FFL must send it to a FFL where he's going to pick it up. Now, if he bought it online from a guy that's, 20 miles away, then he can drive there, pick it up. But before he picks it up, he must show ID. He must pass a background, and he's got to fill out the 4473 federal form. And then he has to do the background. So, if he did it with this gun, why aren't they showing where he bought the other gun? Because they're saying he had two. Inside Edition appears to be able to get some information. How did they get this, and the cops haven't given us any of this?
28 cents. He also bought a handgun, ammo, and body armor.
He bought a handgun, ammo, and body armor. First of all, they said he didn't have body armor. He had the carrier with no armor in it. But for news media, that can be body armor. And he bought a handgun. He's not 21. He can't buy a handgun. Why don't we see a receipt for the handgun? Because he didn't buy it legally. If he didn't, where did he get it? Was it the grandparents? Did he get it from a friend? Why aren't we getting any of these answers?
Former FBI mass shooting expert Catherine Schweitz.
Oh my God, this is a mass shooting expert. She joins the FBI and now is a mass shooting expert. Probably doesn't even like guns.
Says Ramos might have been stopped if warning signs had been reported.
Well, no shit. All shooters would be stopped if warning. We always see the warning signs there. That's not the problem. And the problem isn't that guns are out there. The problem is that we don't protect our schools like we protect our courthouses or our Congress people. And so they want to blame the gun, and they actually want and enjoy when these schools get shot up so they can run around and scream the hero that we need to get the guns, we need to pass a law, we're going to keep you safe. And you idiots fall for it every time.
One of the more telling things for me is that some of the people who are coming forward and saying, I saw this with him, I saw this change in his behavior, I saw him start to spend more time with guns. We can gather a lot of information about this young man now, but it would have been nice if we'd gathered it before he started.
Well, no shit. But the problem is, in this day and age, you can't say anything about anybody without being called judgmental. You're racist. You're not tolerant. Why can't you accept him? He's just different. So you've got everybody trained to keep their mouth shut. And then when something happens, you're saying, gee, if only people would have said something. Typical government double talk, the rope-a-dope. We're going to sucker you in, and somehow we're going to turn this crisis in and make you think we're going to save you.
Shooting.
The whole nation is grappling with grief. CBS Morning's co-anchor Tony DeCopel struggled to keep his emotions in check.
Ambry was an honor roll student.
Now, a lot of people are saying this guy's probably fake. Look, I'm telling you, when you see dead babies and you're there and you're seeing parents and there's just a somberness around a crime scene. So for him to be emotional, I'm not sure that he's going there fake crying. I mean, he doesn't cry a whole bunch, but you can tell he gets emotional. I'm not going with the fake thing. But I will say the media and the way they portray it they're faking it to like they're really concerned about guns and protecting you when they could give a shit less.
It's just really hard here. And we're all going to pack up. And eventually we'll go home. But this community is going to be living with this forever.
Jimmy Kimmel fought back tears.
Oh my God, left wing line. I can't even see his freaking face. He's so full of shit. All right, so they end with him, and I think he says there's like 27 school shootings. How can this be? I'll tell you how. The fucking government made it a no-gun zone. Criminals know it's a safe place to go find victims. Criminals like soft targets. See, your smiling dumbass calling for gun control isn't a soft target. You have security. You have walls around your house. You don't let people have free access to you. Yet our government allows that in schools, and then they wonder when kids get shot, they blame the gun, and they get idiots like you carrying their flag. Fuck you and anybody that looks like you. This guy just pisses me off. Anyway, we'll end that there on the update on Uvalde shooting. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Y'all have a good day.